BJP Sudhanshu Trivedi debating with Ajoy Kumar's Congress party, and Rahul Narwekar is with the Congress on this one. Maroof Raza stays on and General D Bakshi are joining the panel. I think what the Congress party has done is effectively Ajoy Kumar convert the success achieved in a counter-terrorism operation into a typical political tussle. You have resorted to blatant politicking at a time when the need of the hour was bipartisanship. You have criticized the government for the opposition's sake, knowing that you can't even be seen to be giving them credit because they showed the political will that Sonia Gandhi and Manmohan Singh could not. You have proven, Ajoy Kumar, that even when it comes to matters of national security, you are incapable of rising over national politics. The national mood is against you. You need to explain yourself. Ajoy Kumar, why did you do this? If you want to apologize for what you've done, retract, explain yourself, you are free to do so. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Now, first of all, Arnab, I would request you that, before I complete, please don't interrupt and give me at least 2 minutes of uninterrupted attention. First of all, the Congress party has clearly supported the surgical strike. I think you have twisted this whole story into what we were saying was covert.
I've twisted nothing.
Should remain covert. Myanmar is a friendly. Once again, Arnab, either you call us for a show. Let me put my view on.
You can't use the word twisted and not expect me to respond. That's it. Please continue.
So can I complete? Because then don't call us, I would request you, because if you are not, what I'm trying to say is we supported the army action. And I will ask you, Maroof is here, as an honest broker, what I would like to do is covert operations have happened in 95, it has happened in 2006, it has happened in 1968, it has happened in Mizoram, and even when Mr. Ajit Doval against the Khalistan terrorist during the Congress government. So it is not Congress versus we support it. What Mr. Sharma said was, it is not appropriate, Myanmar was a friendly country, and General Bakshi in a previous show said that they went 10 kilometers helicopter. I am saying you took permission, and that is why you were able to go in. Similarly, in previous operations, Myanmar, you took permission. National security, we are with the armed forces.
Sir, now you are going to question the operation.
If you look at what the MHA said.
Sir, now you are actually questioning what the army did. I say tonight to all the viewers, those who disagree with the Congress party, can use the hashtag Indian Army Rocks.
Again, you're twisting. No, the problem is, Mr. Arnab Goswami, I really resent the way you're twisting. Nobody's questioning. We credit them, we appreciate, we applaud them. I am saying,
so what's your problem?
Army, we have, at the Director General of Operations, look at their sagacity. They said that the Indo-Myanmar border, and I'm again saying, on national defense issues, we should not...
Sir, I have a question now. You've taken more than 2 minutes.
To twist. No, you are...
No, you've taken more than 2 minutes. I have one question.
That we are... No.
I have one question to you.
But
to you.
I complete? Because
no, my question is to you.
I had a discussion...
No, my question is to you. My question is to you, sir.
I had a discussion before this show. One sec. Okay, one sec, sir. I had a discussion before this show, so let me put the record straight. We are with the armed forces. We applaud the action. Myanmar is a friendly country. The Director General of Defense put on a very sagacious statement. And we are saying that the MHA also put up a statement.
Now let me come in.
Action happened on Indo-Myanmar border.
Now let me come in.
What is coming from the different parts of the government?
Sir,
the government should be able to speak in one voice.
All right.
Sir, tell me, is the government speaking in one voice? You tell me.
All right. Now I just have one question, and then you can take over the debate.
Now you can ask me a question.
Thank you for your permission. Now the question is this, Mr. Ajoy Kumar.
Thank you, sir.
The basic thrust of your argument, we can't keep thanking each other during the program. The basic thrust of your argument is this.
Correct.
That nobody should take the credit away from the army. If there is someone responsible for 1971, it is the army. If there is someone responsible for Myanmar, the counter-strike, it is the army. If there is someone responsible for Kargil, it is the army. No, if I heard you correctly, then I want to ask you, don't interrupt me now, sir. Because I didn't interrupt you. Sir, let me complete.
We applaud the government on the covert operation. Post-operation is what is the issue.
Yeah, and post-operation.
We applaud
now Rahul Gandhi, sir, 1 minute, sir. Rahul Gandhi was 1 year old when 1971 happened. Maybe he doesn't know Indian history. Maybe you should share it with him. Because Rahul Gandhi
And again,
Rahul Gandhi says, no, Rahul Gandhi says, no, sir, 1 minute. Rahul Gandhi says, Rahul Gandhi says, my family. Rahul Gandhi says, my family carried out 1971. My family divided Pakistan in two. Not the army, my family. My family was responsible for the liberation of Bangladesh. That's an insult to all the forces. That's an insult to General Jacob. That's an insult to our men. That's an insult to General Arora. You should explain yourself on that. What was that if it was not chest thumping and trumpet beating? Sir, now I want the Congress party to, BJP to respond on this subject. The BJP can respond to Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, please. Sudhanshu Trivedi, please.
Number of occasions.
On this context, I would like to say,
Sudhanshu Trivedi now, please.
Army has done a wonderful job with an excellent precision, for which definitely they should be hailed. But the other aspect was, there was a political decision taken at the highest level, and a diplomatic dexterity and understanding with the neighboring country was required in this, for which the government should be properly given a credit. If they are asking, you have already said, for 1971 war, has they given credit to General Jacob or General Jagdish Singh Arora or to Sam Manekshaw? Now on the other aspect, then they were saying, and although the Soviet Union, which has done n number of times veto on that, then you are saying, no, it is Indira Gandhi. Even Indira Gandhi and the Congress party very humbly, I am saying humbly, accepted the title Durga by the opposition. And on this aspect, you are saying everything on the should go to military. Okay, in 1995, the scientists were the same. They were ready to perform the nuclear test. But the then Congress government led by Narasimha Rao was unable to do that. After a couple of years, it was BJP government led by Atal Bihari Vajpayee with the same scientists, same capabilities, same passion has performed the nuclear test. Now here what you will say? It is the difference between the
Atal Bihari Vajpayee also went into Bhutan in 2003.
The leadership of the other party.
Hey, Sudhanshu
and the other thing, Anand Sharma ji was saying that the previous government was having the maturity and sagacity to deal with these type of matters. Then I would like to remind you, this was your sagacity, that the Pak army came inside and beheaded the Indian soldiers, and then Mr. A.K. Antony, the defense minister on the floor of the house, was saying there were some intruders in the uniform of Pakistan army came. Then so much of hue and cry in the parliament by BJP, then finally they accepted that it was Pakistan army. It was the sagacity of your government that in January 2013, Hafiz Saeed was hailing Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde for his remarks on so-called Hindu terrorism.
Ajay Kumar, I began the program by saying to you, Ajay Kumar, I began the program by saying to you, sir, Mr. Ajay Kumar, please, he listened to you, you are not listening to him. I feel that is improper. I will intervene. General Bakshi wants to come in, but before that, I also want, no, one second, General Bakshi, just a minute. I also want everyone to be open-minded about what's going on. You see, gentlemen, please understand this, Rahul Narwekar. To play into the hands of the enemy is anti-national. So to say right now that what India said by telling Pakistan, you try anything, we're going to do the same thing that we did in Myanmar, to call that jingoism is, I think, very, very unfortunate, because it is not jingoism for the government to celebrate a successful counter-terrorism operation. It is not jingoism to display political will, to empower the army to undertake an operation of this juncture. You know, you've got to be reasonable about it. I'm sure today you will at least be a nationalist on the program. It is not jingoism to send a message to Pakistan that such nefarious designs on India will not be tolerated. But it is certainly anti-national to make an issue like this when the whole country is behind the Indian army into something which you put into the realm of a dirty political theatre. Rahul Narwekar, on this one, give up your political biases or your compulsions, whatever they are, and tell the Congress party about the mistake they made.
Well, Arnab,
people are watching you.
Well, Arnab, let me start by telling you I'm not just a nationalist on your channel today. I'm a nationalist by heart. So let that be alone. Insofar as this operation is concerned, let me start by saying Indian Army rocks. Indian Army has done a fantastic job. They need to be applauded. In fact, they need to be, they need to be given the highest honor for doing this for the country.
Why did our Indian army? Why was not our that? Which means just a minute, please, just a minute. Which proves that our army Mr. Narwekar is completely capable of delivering a blow like this.
Absolutely.
Right? So when over the last 10 years, when Pakistan repeatedly, tried this policy of hitting us, bleeding us with 1,000 cuts, the Indian army was never given the opportunity to hit back. Not even in Myanmar, when several other such attacks happened in the past. What is the difference between then and now, if not political will?
Since May 2014 till date, there have been several attacks on the front as well from Pakistan.
I'm asking you about the response. Do you acknowledge?
We've seen candy floss diplomacy. We have seen candy floss diplomacy.
Rise above politics.
2014
rise above politics.
So let's not do the blame game.
Then why?
Exactly. Don't politicize the issue. I am honestly glad that we have gone beyond candy floss diplomacy. We have taken the bull by the horn.
No, because Anand Sharma says...
It is time that we send across strong messages like this.
Then congratulate Modi for doing so.
I congratulate the Indian Army for taking up this mission and successfully completing
Could a mission like this have been accomplished without political will?
I would only expect that the politicians and the leaders of the ruling party express some kind of humility and don't try to grab all the credit for this, and give a little bit of credit to the soldiers, to the brave army men who have fought for us on the borders, not caring about their families, not caring about their lives, who have made supreme sacrifices for the cause of this nation. So I think it is a lesson for everyone to learn. Let's start from today. Whenever there's an operation of this sort, let's give the due credit to our armed forces, and let's not try to hog the credit. Viewers, because the people of this country understand this better than anyone of us.
Viewers, please note, Sudhanshu ji, 1 minute. Sudhanshu ji, 10 seconds. Viewers, please note, there are only two sides which are looking rattled and nervous today. One is the Pakistanis, the generals and the ex-generals, and the other is the opposition leaders in India. Yes, 1 second. Sudhanshu Trivedi, kuch kehna chahte hai? GD Bakshi also wants to come in, by the way. Sudhanshu Trivedi, yes, please. You want to counter? Please go ahead. Yeah.
This is customary on the part of the Congress and other political parties. Whenever we take the side of army, they say it is jingoism. You remember in 1998, they also said, kya zarurat thi parmanu vispot karne ki? Also, you remember, when our soldiers were beheaded, none of the Congress leaders visited those villages.
And
I would like to remember that. Sushma Swaraj, Nitin Gadkari and Rajnath Singh visited. When Sushma ji has given a statement, they were saying,
Mr. Arnab Goswami, I take great objection to your statement. The Congress party, first of all, we are not uncomfortable. We are with the army.
No, 1 second. What is Sudhanshu ji, Congress party.
Party was showing not going to the villages of soldiers, but going to the villages of those who were accused of terrorism in Azamgarh. It was jingoism when Salman Khurshid was saying that Sonia ji was full of tears in her eyes on Batala House encounter.
I want you to take that back.
Jingoism
Mr. Goswami,
when Ghulam Nabi Azad was
Mr. Ajay Kumar,
died on the
1 second. Sudhanshu ji, 1 minute. Sudhanshu, calm down.
For the accused of terrorism.
Take a strong umbrage on what
this was the part of jingoism.
Zara 1 minute, Sudhanshu ji. Ajay Kumar is saying something to me, please. Let me respond to Ajay Kumar. What's the problem, Ajay Kumar? Ajay Kumar, what's the problem? What's the problem?
I think you're being very bright. 2006.
Ajay Kumar, what are you objecting to?
Mr. Arnab Goswami, please don't ever challenge or question the integrity of the Congress party in national issues. We appreciate the government on the surgical strike. The issue was post confusing messages. Secondly, I find your bias very, very unfortunate.
Right. No, Sudhanshu ji, I'll deal with. Sudhanshu ji, I will respond to this, please. Can I please respond?
Now we need a certificate.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, I'll respond. Just me and the Congress, please.
To our nationalism.
Won on the battlefield.
Now Arnab Goswami has to give us a certificate for patriotism. No, so now Arnab Goswami is going to decide whether we are patriots here. Arnab, come on, please, for God's sake. I think you are really today, you have crossed the line. We have always fought with the government on any issues, and so has the BJP been. So let's not make it into, please don't keep us in that, and I take great umbrage. Right. We are with the government on the surgical strike. Yeah. What happened was, post that, the kind of confusing
Now, have you finished?
which came.
Have you finished?
It's not good for the country. Myanmar is a friendly country.
Ajay Kumar, now there are some words. Ajay Kumar ji, with great personal regard to you, and don't take this otherwise, I will not take anything back. In fact, I want you to take something back. You use the word counterproductive.
Go ahead.
Your party spokesperson and former Minister Anand Sharma said that what the government has done is counterproductive, and it is embarrassing. I think you should take these words back of embarrassing and counterproductive, because is it embarrassing? No, 1 second, sir. Now you spoke, you answer me. Is it embarrassing and counterproductive? When a serving government backs its strong words with on terrorism with action, is it embarrassing and counterproductive when terrorist countries like Pakistan are already jittery with the message that we have sent out? Is it counterproductive, sir, or embarrassing when such action is also being matched with diplomacy? Don't forget that Ajit Doval is due to visit Myanmar to seek greater cooperation in cracking down on terror groups out of their territory. What is more embarrassing and counterproductive, Ajay Kumar? I'm asking you. The whole country is asking you today. Let me complete in 5 seconds. Matching words with action or talking tough and doing nothing. I'll tell you what is counterproductive, sir. Sharm el-Sheikh was counterproductive. Sharm el-Sheikh was counterproductive.
Can I
Sharm el-Sheikh was embarrassing. You should take that back. You should take it back. You should take it back, not me. Sharm el-Sheikh was counterproductive.
Pakistan itself is a victim of terrorism.
Answer it, sir, but D Bakshi also wants to
They have to answer for Havana and Sharm el-Sheikh both.
Mr. Trivedi, can I kindly, with your permission?
You don't remember all the sacrifices.
He likes this show because he's only interested in talking himself.
What about the action against Khalistan terrorists? What about the action against Khalistan? General Bakshi,
can
2
we
minutes.
kindly...
Please give okay, you go ahead and then I'll speak up.
Can I... 2 minutes? Sorry, I haven't spoken.
General Bakshi, aap boliye.
I haven't spoken.
Aap boliye. No, you speak.
Arnab, I would like to place this issue in the correct military perspective. The accusations are being made that there have been a large number of cross-border operations earlier, and no such great, credit was sought or given. The point at issue is, please understand, Operation Golden Bird and most of these operations that you are talking of were shallow, regular infantry operations that went only to very limited depths. They were foot infantry operations. What you have seen now is a heliborne operation conducted by the Special Forces, the 21 Special Forces Battalion of India. It is a highly complex and coordinated offensive that has been launched. It has involved the use of the Indian Air Force, B-17 helicopters, the Army Aviation Corps advanced light helicopters. Also, it has involved the use of unarmed aerial vehicles, the Israeli drones. It has involved the operations of our clandestine operatives of the Intelligence Bureau. All this has been coordinated. The External Affairs Ministry has come in and coordinated with the neighboring state. This is, in short, a Special Forces heliborne operations quite on par with the kind of Operation Geronimo launched by the United States in Pakistan. They had months of rehearsals and preparations, yet they lost one helicopter damaged and they had untold hiccups. This operation was launched in 5 days flat. We have come out without a scratch, and the estimate of casualties inflicted is 30 to 50, which I thought is a very respectable score to give to the people of India to raise national morale and military morale, which has been taking knocks for a very, very
under a
long
Congress
time.
Government.
Questions have been asked. Questions have been asked about the initial briefing by the ADGMO and the subsequent statements at the political level. immediately after an operation, before the battle damage assessment is done, the Indian Army does not bark. It therefore uses a very measured tone because the operation at that stage had still not concluded. Quite obviously, the details you will give are extremely terse and will be short and to the point because they do not want to complicate further operations. The main point in the debate made here today is that the political class has tried to take undue advantage. Please, let us analyze that.
No,
when Osama bin Laden was killed, the operation was planned in the White House by Obama himself, along with the CIA head, the Defense Forces head, the Chief of the Special Forces Command. The operation was kept top secret till it was executed. Once it was executed, a message had to be sent to the world and to every terrorist organization. President Obama himself spoke.
That's right.
To that extent, even if Mr. Modi speaks on this operation, he is fully justified.
And he's done the right thing.
Special Forces operation, trans-border thing at the highest level has to be sanctioned by the highest political authority. For
now
God's
consider
sake,
this, General Bakshi.
We have forgotten
General
that
Bakshi.
there is such a thing like Special Forces operation.
General Bakshi. Now consider this, just 1 minute. Consider this, Maroof. Consider this, Maroof, that after President Barack Obama would have come out at that press conference and told the people of the United States of America how they had eliminated Osama bin Laden, consider, Maroof, that a Republican Party politician would be fielded by the Republican Party to immediately go ahead and attack President Obama and say, President Obama, you're trying to take mileage. 1 minute, sir. And the same
Mr.
party
Goswami,
which included Balochistan
totally
in the joint statement at Sharm el-Sheikh, the same party, Manmohan Singh's party, which after the beheading of our Jawan in January 2013, after saying it won't be business as usual, went ahead and did biryani diplomacy with Pakistan. Consider, Maroof, if a Republican Party leader had a press conference criticizing Barack Obama for declaring openly that they had eliminated Osama bin Laden, and anyone else who tried to do the same with America would face the same consequences. What would have happened? What would have happened, Maroof?
I think you're twisting it.
I am not. I am putting it in the correct context. And you are on the back foot today.
No,
Maroof.
But Arnab, I'm very disappointed with your twisting. What did Anand Sharma say?
Should I quote?
Arnab, can I please come?
Should I quote? Maroof wants to say something.
Why are you twisting it?
I'm not twisting a thing, sir. I can quote what Anand Sharma said. Maroof, Maroof, you need to apologize on television for what Anand Sharma said, sir.
Maroof, just 1 sec.
Maroof, please.
Arnab, may I request your guest to give me a chance? I've sat quietly throughout this debate. We've heard you. Sir, please, you have defended your party enough, but please understand that there are certain things that are to be done, whether it upsets Pakistan, which has sworn to fight us to death. If nothing else, read some of the books that have been written where the philosophy of the army is that they will fight us to the very end. So whatever you may do, Pakistan will counter you with their propaganda. The second point I wish to bring out, while this operation, as General Bakshi has rightly brought out, was meticulously done, and a special forces operation is very different because there are various elements involved. More so it is in another country, so there is South Block's entire apparatus involved. But what is important is the message it sends out. And if Rajyavardhan Rathore decided to send the message out, I am quite sure that somebody higher up in the government would have sanctioned him sending this message out. It's about time.
Yeah.
We gave Pakistan this message, which for 25 years has been bleeding us dry by 1,000 cuts and more. Why are we reluctant? Why are we embarrassed in calling a spade of spade with Pakistan? Their General Kidwai, who's in charge of their nuclear weapons arsenal, goes to United States and says openly that our nuclear arsenal is for use against India. It is their generals and their politicians who at the drop of a hat start doing chest thumping that Pakistan is not Myanmar. Sure, it is not Myanmar, but it's about time Pakistan realizes that this country has the capability and now has the will to punish those which continue to kill our civilians.
But why does it hurt?
Mercilessly to extend an agenda which the world has forgotten.
No, but why does it? Why does it hurt the Congress?
Sir,
why does it hurt the
political leadership may say? And let me give you a stark reminder also of the 71 war for which Rahul Gandhi has taken credit. Sir, hear me out. The 71 war, the credit may go to Mrs. Gandhi. The credit may go to Mrs. Gandhi for agreeing to build up diplomatic support in favor of India for the operations. But the military operations were conducted by military men. And quite frankly, you go through any record of the war and you will realize that in Delhi, there was no clarity whether Dhaka would ever fall to us. The credit for Dhaka falling and for the huge surrender purely goes to military commanders who moved beyond the expectations of our political leadership. And when Mrs. Gandhi was told that Dhaka has fallen, she ran up the steps of Parliament and stopped a meeting of the Parliament and announced that Dhaka had fallen a lot earlier than she had thought. And that is where the credit goes. So let us not exchange blows over why we did it or what we didn't. This is a moment for India to feel proud about. More importantly, it is a moment for our enemies to introspect that India will not take it lying down. And if some minister in Mr. Modi's government has been tasked or not tasked to say this, good for them, good for India, and good for Pakistan, that somebody has finally decided to call their bluff. Let's not feel so embarrassed. Let's not pussyfoot around with diplomacy. We've done it for too long, for the last 10, 20 years, and see the number of dead bodies that have piled up in the country. At least now Pakistan has got a message that, by God, these guys are capable and they mean business. I think that's what we need to convey. And if Rajyavardhan Rathore was specifically asked a question that is this applying to Pakistan, he says yes, this also applies to Pakistan. In as much, are you thinking our special forces are going to raid drug barons in Colombia, that we should not give a message across the border? It is these guys who are a nuisance, so they must be told enough is enough.
Maroof, one sec. Maroof, let me say, I agree with you wholeheartedly. The operation was fantastic. The job was there. Even the political decision to go was right. What I'm saying is post that. MHA says border, somebody says inside, some other minister says outside.
What is wrong with
10, somebody says 50.
No, you answer my question.
No,
what if the Republican Army...
What you're saying is that the
one sec, just a bit.
Read my lips, Mr. Arnab Goswami.
Read my lips, Mr.
Arnab Goswami. The decision was good. No, one sec.
Who took the decision?
Was good.
Who took the decision?
The decision
Who
was
took the decision?
The political leadership was correct on going on it.
Who took the decision?
The political leadership was good on it.
Who took the decision, sir? Is it?
Listen,
does it hurt you to say Narendra Modi took the decision? Then say so.
The political decision was correct.
Who? Political? Name the politician.
But the question is,
name the politician.
Can I complete?
No, name the politician. Say.
The Prime Minister and the team was correct.
Say the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister and Ajit Doval, who, by the way.
See, that's the problem, Mr. Goswami.
Do you feel bad congratulating Narendra Modi for this decision?
I am naming it that the Prime Minister and whoever was in the team were correct. But the issue was post. The MHA says border. Some other minister says hot pursuit. Some other minister says hot pursuit.
Sudhanshu Trivedi will respond to that now.
I want to ask you, one minister said hot pursuit. Some other minister said hot pursuit was not there.
Can I comment on
Sudhanshu Trivedi?
Myanmar is a friendly country. My question is the government should not have...
When an operation has been successfully performed and it was properly hailed by the ministers, always the point of discussion starts when there are two opinions. Who created the second opinion?
If Sudhanshu, your own minister made two different opinions, Sudhanshu. Sudhanshu, Tomar Saab said something.
You are unnecessarily trying to go into the details to create a second opinion.
I am not.
To create a second opinion.
I am not.
It was Congress party.
I am saying
always
you should have had a single voice.
to 1998.
You should have had a single voice, single briefing.
Work done by our army and the leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi.
Sudhanshu, Tomar Saab said something, the Minister for Defence, Rathore ji said something, MHA Riju Saab said something. It's not good for the country. That's all we said. That's
you are interested in what?
You even take objection to that.
You are interested in whatever
we are interested that the country remains strong and we are with you.
Or about the
so you're doing.
We are with you
Ajay
and
Kumar,
the defence forces.
Ajay Kumar, Ajay Kumar, Ajay Kumar, Ajay Kumar, you know, Ajay Kumar, gentlemen, let me explain something to Ajay.
Only country in the world.
What's Ajay Kumar? Okay, here's a question. Here's a question.
India is the only country in the world which is facing terrorism from a smaller country and less powerful country than us.
Now,
India is a bigger country, powerful country than
and
Pakistan.
We know it better
so why don't you just apologize and move on? Ajay Kumar,
Ajay Kumar, the sagacity of the Congress Party.
Ajay Kumar,
1948, we were winning.
Arnab Goswami, what about Operation Blue Star?
And Jawaharlal Nehru stopped the victory of the army and went to United Nations. Never in the history of the world a winning army stopped the war and approached the United Nations.
Ajay Kumar, I don't want to. Ajay Kumar,
we are together.
Ajay Kumar, 1 minute. Ajay Kumar, 1 minute now. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop for a minute. 1 second. Just listen to the facts. Now, you need to understand your hypocrisy. Anand Sharma, in response to Anand Sharma, in response to Modi's speeches in Bangladesh, says Modi should have acknowledged the deeds of Indira Gandhi, not the Indian Army, of Indira Gandhi in 1971. My first question is, and I have 2-3 questions, why was he trying to beat his own trumpet then? Point number one, doesn't stop there. The Defence Ministry last year released a long list of A.K. Antony's achievements as Defence Minister. All of these were army operations. So before you accuse the BJP of trumpeting the achievements, I would strongly advise, take a strong, hard look at yourself. You took credit, your politicians took credit for rescue operations in the Philippines and Libya. Your government took credit for neutralizing ISI spy cells in India. You took credit and you say BJP takes credit for rescue measures in Nepal and Yemen. Your Ministry of Defence took credit for the rescue operations even in the Uttarakhand floods. The fact is, Ajay Kumar, you have played politics over an issue of national security. And so has Rahul Narwekar tonight. And I give you both a second opportunity to apologize for doing so. A second opportunity to apologize for doing so.
I absolutely condemn what you
second opportunity to apologize for doing so.
The fact that due credit has to be given.
One time.
Mr. Goswami, when BJP takes credit, suddenly you're not offended. My question is,
if a government takes credit for a political decision, it's a good thing. You don't need to run away from it.
No, the problem is, you please use the same barometer. If you are saying that, why are you giving credit to the BJP? My question is,
Congress is having
I am asking, why was a covert operation made overt? No, Sudhanshu, why are the government speaking in different voices? That's all we're saying. Why does Mr. Tomar not speak like Mr. Rathore? Why does the MHA not speak?
Your political jurisprudence to decide from where you are comparing what.
You want to twist it like, you remember Lord Ram more than... You remember Rahul Gandhi more than
Rahul Gandhi.
I give a
family which has divided Pakistan and created Bangladesh.
My question is simple. Applaud you for the surgical strike.
I want someone. I want one of the two critics.
Clear communication.
No, I want one of the two critics. And please, just let's be very focused.
We applaud the government on the action.
Ajay Kumar, I ask this question now to Rahul Narwekar. Let him answer. Well, right now, watch Rahul Narwekar. Okay. Just remember this. What if a Republican Party leader were to have a press conference?
We heard all of it.
No, you answered it. What if a Republican Party leader in the United States of America, one day after Barack Obama's announcement, would come out and accuse Barack Obama of trying to give credit to the Democratic Party where it was not due? Answer that question tonight, Rahul Narwekar. Don't dodge it. Because I've asked the question twice. Since you've been a resident critic on the issue tonight, you at least need to answer that directly. That's the camera. Look at it and please answer.
Well, if you're done, can you give me an...
Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting. Yeah, look there, please.
Number one, I am not... I'll look where I should look. Anyways, let me tell you, first and foremost, I'm not a critic of the action
Republican Army press conference, what would have happened?
Army. Let me tell you,
Republican Army press conference, what would have happened?
I started speaking by saying Indian Army rocks. I give them complete credit for what has happened. Let me tell you,
Republican Army press conference, what would have happened?
If the Republican Army had issues of national interest, it is our party.
If the Republican Army,
if the Republican
Party,
when the Parliament was attacked,
if the Republican Party,
the government.
If the Republican Party were to have a press conference,
when
if the Republican Party,
to Kandahar,
if the Republican Party were to have a press conference, if a Republican Party, my question is, if the Republican Party,
Arnab, why don't you go to
Mr. Goswami, why are you twisting? Why are you twisting? We applauded the action. Why are you twisting?
Ajay Kumar,
if you are so interested,
why are you twisting? Why are you twisting? We applauded. Let me show me where we did applaud.
Does it rattle you?
Show me, Mr. Goswami.
That's my question. Does my question?
Tell me, show me where we did applaud. Why are you twisting it?
The situation.
No, why are you twisting it to your audience?
Let me answer you.
Why are you twisting it purposefully?
I'm going to give you a befitting answer.
Republican Army.
You're playing a non-neutral role.
I'm sorry, please don't make such accusations.
Every Congress spokesperson has applauded the army action. We respected the government action.
I want to. I want to.
Good rehearsal on your part to step into the shoes of a BJP spokesperson, but that's not going down well with your viewers. Now let me answer your question head on. The question you put
if to the me Republican no my question is this, and I just take 10 seconds, and by the way, you know, personal attacks. Ajay Kumar and Rahul Narwekar, Ajay Kumar, just 10 seconds please, 10 seconds. Ajay Kumar,
Anand Sharma, person not applaud the action.
Mr. Kumar,
how are you twisting it?
Mr. Ajay Kumar,
did any Congress person not applaud the action of the army? Did he not applaud it? You
Ajay Kumar, I have seen Anand Sharma and the Congress party did politics over an issue of national security.
But who's supporting what Mr. Anand Sharma said?
He gave a statement.
I didn't support that for a minute. Why are you accusing me of supporting that? I have already told you whether it's the Congress or the BJP. If they are going to play politics over a national importance issue,
where's the politics?
We are not going to support it. We are not going to support it. All I am saying is today credit has to be given to the Indian Armed Forces. And they deserve it. Now, that's all that I've said.
Now may I?
So far as national interest is concerned, in 2004, when there was a parliament attack, the entire opposition stood behind the government. When Kandahar happened, the entire opposition stood behind the government. Please don't accuse us of things which are not true.
Now,
Mr. Ajay Kumar, let him explain that. Me or my party does not support this.
We take great. No, the party objects to the way you're twisting.
Mr. Ajay Kumar.
You look at Anand Sharma's TV statement, it's in record.
Mr. Ajay, I can read out all of Anand Sharma's statement now. I will read out all of Anand Sharma's statements. If you want, I'll play it on television.
Greatly objectionable.
I will play it on television.
Covert action. Now, we said we applaud the army.
Mr. Anand, sir, I will, sir, Mr. Ajay Kumar, now we are going to go into an arena where you're questioning me on fact, and Ajay Kumar, now I must counter you. No, I'm countering you now. Mr. Ajay Kumar, please.
Run Anand Sharma's statement.
I will, but I will, before I run it, highlight parts. Mr. Ajay Kumar, if you continue. Mr. Ajay Kumar, I will run the whole statement, okay? But before that, I will highlight a few parts and then I'll run it.
Arnab,
can I run it?
Just 1 minute.
No, why are you coming in defense of the Congress?
No one is shying away from giving credit to the government
Arnab, for carrying out the debate beyond these bipartisan politics.
Giving credit to the government.
However, let me tell you, the government should have had equal amount of courage to take up the onus when there was a massacre out there about a week back. That time I didn't hear the Prime Minister come in and say, or any of the ministers or any of the MPs of the ruling party, that we have committed a mistake, that a failure has happened because of us. Did they say that then? Today, when everyone is coming to take the credit, why don't we ask them, why didn't they stand up and take the criticism last week when this massacre happened?
Okay, now can you both stop for a minute? Personal allegations have been made at me.
Ajay Kumar.
No, 1 second.
Please don't misunderstand it to be a personal allegation.
But
all I'm trying to tell you is don't make accusations on us which are not true.
Okay.
Comment on the action.
In the entire history of India's conflict with any of the neighboring countries, you name a single instance when Bharatiya Janata Party, while in opposition, had made a single sentence which was going contrary to the national interest.
But
our track record was.
Sudhanshu Trivedi,
let me complete the sentence.
Remind you, the opposition has always united with the government in issues of national security.
And
we have never politicized it. 2004 Parliament attack is an example. The Kandahar terrorist surrender is an example.
In 1971, it is Congress party which said that Atal Bihari Vajpayee said Indira Gandhi.
No, what did you say when during the Pakistan ceasefire, when Pakistan violated ceasefire? That the Prime Minister, you need 56 inch ka chati. Don't you say that? Did the Chief Minister of Gujarat then say that 56 inch ka chati?
Who has supported wholeheartedly the government?
Didn't you say 56 inch ka chati when one soldier died? And there was ceasefire violation. You need 56 inch ka chati. You need red eye.
January 1966.
No, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
We have never felt an iota of this type of reaction when we were in power and you are in opposition. This is the basic problem in the mindset of the Congress party.
Did you stand with the government
पार्टी की तो हालत ये है, मैं एक लाइन में कहूंगा अजय कुमार जी सुनिए.
You said
जी एक वाक्य में आपकी पूरी फॉरेन पॉलिसी को हम कहना चाहेंगे.
56 inch. You didn't stand with the government. You didn't stand with the government. So don't.
अरे आपका 56 इंच तो इतना बड़ा सीना था कि जो हमारे जवान पाके लाते थे सब आप लुटा देते थे.
Why didn't you support the Prime Minister?
अजय जी मैं एक वाक्य पूरा कर लूं.
How are you making this statement? Weren't you guilty of that time of undermining
Ajay Kumar, listen please.
Weren't you guilty of undermining India
Ajay Kumar, listen to him please.
Pakistan was fighting.
Ajay Kumar, others must be allowed to speak. Ajay Kumar, come on now please. He's saying something to you and after that I want to come in as well on your comment. No, what's Ajay Kumar 1 minute.
ये आपकी पूरी की पूरी फॉरेन पॉलिसी क्या थी कि चीन देश का गुलाब ले गया, नेहरू जी चले गए, ताशकंद में वतन का लाल सो गया, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री चले गए और ये सुलह की शक्ल को संवारते रहे, जीतने के बाद बाजी हारते रहे. दिस वॉज द मैच्योरिटी एंड सैगासिटी ऑफ योर गवर्नमेंट फॉर विच मिस्टर आनंद शर्मा वॉज ब्लोइंग हिज ओन ट्रम्पेट टुडे. नाउ द सिचुएशन हैज चेंज्ड, द पैराडाइम हैज शिफ्टेड, द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इज चेंजिंग टुवर्ड्स इंडिया. इट हैज टू चेंज फ्रॉम डेवलपमेंट टू इकोनॉमी टू strategic aspect for which Narendra Modi government should be given full credit.
Only thanks to you.
What
are you talking? Modi government, India was born on 2014.
Sir,
we became the third largest army in the world. How did we become 60 years
the world's largest army
become nuclear?
In the last 60 years was facing trouble with the
Goswami, please ask.
Smaller countries like Pakistan, like Bangladesh,
Ajay Kumar, take a breath.
Threat from Nepal.
Ajay Kumar, take a breath. Hold on. Ajay Kumar, I now have the statement with me. Ajay Kumar, just 1 minute, please. Now, just take a breath. Okay? Now, listen to me for a minute. You made a number of accusations against me.
Cool.
And I hold on to my position that your party did politics over national security.
Correct.
I will now proceed to play the entire comment. But before that, I will highlight things like this. It is not for the ministers to compete with each other for publicity. Statement 1. Statement 2. Modi and his ministers go on drum beating. Statement 3. Modi and his ministers blow their own trumpets. Statement 4. Highly irresponsible behavior by the ministers. Statement 5. The Prime Minister of India must restrain his ministers. Statement 6. It is causing India embarrassment. Statement 7. We are surprised that people in charge of national security are busy building personal profiles and also giving details to sponsored media stories as to what they will be doing next. Statement 7. This is not responsible behavior. All of this establishes, sir, that you are engaged in a game of political one-upmanship. You are incapable of rising over politics on matters of national security. And I haven't completed. You said you'll listen.
And sir,
you said you'll listen. Mr. Ajay Kumar, be patient.
Why don't you play the whole
I will as well. I will satisfy.
Because what you have done is
your demand to play the soundbite. One second.
Statement.
Now, one more thing. Sir, I like to place things in
last part. It was a last.
Sir, I like to place things in context. Now, there was Operation Neptune Spear that was carried out that took out Osama bin Laden. Now, there's this operation that the Indian Army carried out. Now, you say that there's an I, me, myself approach of the government where they are giving credit. I'll read out to you from the YouTube page, the White House website, May 1st, 2011, Barack Obama says, shortly after taking office, I directed Leon Panetta, director of the CIA, to make the killing or capture of bin Laden a priority. Finally, last week, I determined that we had enough intelligence to take action. And I, Barack Obama, authorized an operation to get bin Laden and bring him to justice today at my direction. At my direction, the USA launched a targeted operation against that compound in Abbottabad in Pakistan. And Obama 2002 campaign flyers, he mentioned killed Osama bin Laden while highlighting the achievements of the Obama government. Now, I just want to understand from you, sir, what is wrong if Narendra Modi or his ministers take credit for the tough political decision taken to entrust the army, to have faith in the competence of our army in carrying out a surgical strike? I don't know why you find it shocking. I think it is most acceptable and it is to be expected. Now I'll play the soundbite.
Every minister spoke in different
Now I'll play the soundbite.
No, every minister spoke in...
So you made personal allegations against me.
Why are you not playing... But why?
So you made personal allegations against me.
Another problem with Congress party is that in this context they cannot give any sort of credit to Rahul Gandhi, for which they want to give at any action, they want to give a credit to Rahul Gandhi and the Gandhi family. Unfortunately, they cannot give this to the credit to Rahul. This is the main problem with the Congress party.
And so,
Rahul Gandhi's ghost is Rahul Gandhi का बूथ Rahul Gandhi का बूथ से इतने डर गए सुधांशु जी, हर वक्त हर जगह Rahul Gandhi दिखाई देता है. I am saying Mr. Tomar said something.
And also, sir, Ajay Kumar, you've been a police officer.
Arnab,
you know how things work. My information is, and you can ask, you're a experienced politician. Please call up the Prime Minister's office. They'll explain to you. My information is that the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval skipped the visit to Dhaka because on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's instructions, he was plotting India's retaliation. My information also is that the Army Chief General Dalbir Singh Suhag postponed his visit to the United Kingdom after what happened in Manipur. There was a meeting on June 4th, Sir, no. There was a meeting on June 4th about the way forward.
Acknowledging,
sir, I am saying that why are you so touchy about the minister saying... If they've done something good...
disappoint you, we applaud the operation.
I now play the soundbite of Ajay Kumar. Ajay Kumar, at your request, the comment of and viewers should decide.
You are saying correct. On June 4th, there was a meeting.
When special forces undertake such missions, there is always an understanding between them.
Listen to...
And it should be left to the Indian Army to address this situation and to inform the public about the missions undertaken. It is not for the ministers to compete with each other for publicity. This penchant of Prime Minister Modi and his ministers to go in for drum beating, blow their own trumpet, actually has adverse impact and is always counterproductive. The statement made by the Additional Director General of Military Operations should not have been further dissected or expanded by the ministers. Is highly irresponsible behavior of the ministers. The Prime Minister must restrain his ministers. It is causing India embarrassment.
Now tell me, Ajay Kumar, on April 16, 2007, in the spirit, so you don't accuse me of not putting things in context, I always do, Rahul Gandhi, did he cause India embarrassment by saying that, when our Gandhi family commits a task, our Gandhi family completes it, and members of the Gandhi family divided Pakistan into two. What right did he have to say that? Just answer that.
No,
we'll close the discussion.
Again.
Yeah.
Look.
Please. No, please.
I want to tell you, Arnab, I don't want to answer a question with a counter question.
Why wouldn't you?
Isn't that umpteen number of times where the Congress has always applauded? No. You pick up one statement. Has how many times Rahul Gandhi or anybody else from the Congress not appreciated the government? And secondly, on Anand Sharma's statement, now that you have played it, what wrong? No, sir, what does he said? We have the national security of India in the primary most interest. What you play tomorrow, Mr. Thomar's statement, Mr. Rijuju's statement, and Mr. Rathor's statement. You will see three different statements.
What is wrong in what Rathor, Rijuju, any of them have said?
Myanmar is a friendly country. No, Mr. Arnab Goswami, Myanmar is a friendly country. Today, Myanmar is being... Myanmar,
and your party's
I want to ask a question. Is Myanmar a friendly country? They allowed us, and that's why we could take action. We should applaud Myanmar.
So-called emerging in your mind.
We should... No, why don't you get Mr. Trivedi, get Mr. Tomar's statement, get Mr. Rijuju's statement. Every minister is making his own statement. That is where the problem is happening.
Look, is there an emergency?
You are trying to move in the exactly opposite direction.
We applaud the government, Mr. Goswami.
I would not like to say
we applaud the government on the action.
The direction
we do
of
not applaud the chest thumping. It is not good.
Are in the same direction.
Entirely avoidable.
The government
and what your party
for the action, but not the chest thumping. Sudhanshu ji, काम अच्छा हुआ. छाती अपना छाती जोर जोर से पीटना उचित नहीं था.
From the state, the national party. Here you've got the Congress spokesperson clearly saying that
you answer for yourself.
He's appreciating the efforts of the government.
You answer for yourself.
Why? What is the problem? Is the problem that they are not appreciating the action of the government? Or is the problem that three ministers have spoken different languages?
Arnab, I said that you can't twist it. We appreciate it. We appreciate the government.
Sir,
Rahul, that's what Mr. Arnab is trying to twist it.
I twist nothing.
I've been saying right from beginning.
Ajay Kumar,
no, you are, because Arnab,
Ajay Kumar.
I started with saying, no, Mr. Goswami. I started with saying we appreciate the action.
Mr. Kumar.
No.
Mr. Kumar,
Goswami,
you need to make up your mind.
We appreciate the government action.
Mr. Kumar,
you never heard us.
Mr. Kumar,
you continue to twist
Mr. Kumar,
it. Like Rahul said, we appreciate.
Mr. Kumar,
appreciate the
Mr.
action.
Kumar, I feel sometimes, Mr. Kumar,
the action of the government on the
I feel sometimes, Mr. Kumar, that you're speaking over me because you don't want to listen to me, because I will just explain to you your predicament, and I will tell you tonight, I will tell you tonight with absolute sincerity that I understand your predicament, but it's your problem to solve it. Maroof will have the last word on this tonight. But your predicament tonight, Ajay Kumar. Ajay Kumar, I twist nothing. Ajay Kumar, if you...
Arnab, can I please...
Ajay Kumar, your personal aggression towards me tonight, I find very unnecessary. I find your personal aggression towards me. I find your personal aggression towards me tonight. Mr. Kumar, one second. Mr. Kumar, one second, listen to me. I find your personal aggression towards me tonight. Basically, it's a tactic that you're using to divert attention, but you need to do, and listen to me just this much, please. I will be most grateful if you listen to me. The Congress party needs to make up its mind, and I'm talking to the viewers, on whether it is the Indian Army who is solely responsible for the military operations or the Modi government who is responsible for what goes on at the borders. If it is the army, like you are saying today, then why were you pinning the blame for shelling from the Pakistani side on the Indian Prime Minister not long ago? You can't play on both sides and say the government is to blame for the aggression from the other side of the border, and then say the government cannot take any credit for a successful military operation. It's logic, sir. Logic, sir. Logic. Be logical. Maroof, last word to you tonight. Maroof, what's the lesson, Maroof?
No, we appreciate the government.
Sir, this is the politics of convenience on an issue of national security.
That's the Congress spokesperson give somebody else a chance?
Maroof, we are closing up.
Mr. Ajay Kumar, for 60 minutes, I've only spoken for 3 minutes. Give me another 2 minutes, please. All I'm saying is such operations, which are special forces operations, are not undertaken by the army in isolation. You had yourself highlighted earlier that there were a number of cross-border operations that have taken place in our northeast in the past. I'm familiar with that area. I've served there 30 years ago.
That's right.
I know what has happened there. What I'm trying to tell you that an operation of this nature does not necessarily happen just by an army unit deciding to go and avenge like cowboys the shootout that took place of that Dogra unit which got ambushed. This is a national level operation where every machinery in South and North Bloc comes together to make sure that this goes through without a hiccup. So therefore, there are various people who can take credit for an operation of this nature. I think we will rest our case on that. The army does get credit, but the political leadership, our diplomats, even our intelligence agencies, the NSA, everyone gets credit because this cannot, it is not a battle you fight in isolation.
I thank you
and
all.
The second point I wish to make in conclusion is that the message of this kind of an operation needs to go out across the border. If it upsets Pakistan, so be it. They have not thought twice about killing our citizens or upsetting us or saying things where ratcheting up tensions has been done in the past by even threatening to use nuclear weapons.
Maroof, I lost Maroof's frame there. I'll wrap it up by saying on some issues.
Arnab, मैं एक वाक्य कहना चाहूंगा कि
Pakistan has done that. We have taken it lying down. It is about time that in these kind of things, the one thing that is missing in this entire discourse today is the psychological impact that a message of this operation sends to your adversaries. It is not just about we will do another helicopter assault. It is the psychological factor. And believe me, Pakistan's on the back foot after a long time. I'm personally delighted.
I think Rahul Gandhi can come and correct the statement and perhaps give credit where it is due. It doesn't make you a smaller or lesser politician if you are a little bit more generous in praise on the other side. I thank you all, especially Ajoy Kumar, for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.